Hi guys, this is Lachette from Scarlet Moon Creations, and I'm back with a new video, new live. We are here to decide who is the champion of the Tarot March Madness 2025. This is the championship game with the final two decks. So let's play the intro. Woo, woo, woo. Welcome everyone. Um, if you have watched my whole series, thank you. I want to do a special shout out to Crescent Dream Tarot, Livy for creating this. It was fun. Um, I definitely have all kinds of ideas for next time. Though I don't know if I'll film next time. We shall see. Um, I was even thinking today, like I watched a couple of people's final videos as well, the others who are participating. Um, and I was reminded that I'm the only one that included Oracle cards, so there's that. But on that note, they got to do a couple of things in their videos that I couldn't, like comparing card to card, or towards the end. It is 30 degrees cooler. We're back to the 50s, if not 40s. And yeah, these people still have their loud engine vehicles out. Anyway, they could do things like comparing only the major arcana cards or comparing only the minors, or I was even like, oh, maybe you could even do comparing the chords at levels. So that's, an option for the future. Again, probably not to be filmed. Um, I was also reminded that I have a series on my channel, and I actually made a playlist because I never made a playlist for reasons I don't understand. Called "Comparing Your Oracle Decks" or "Comparing My Oracle Decks." Um, and I was going like, how many keywords are the same or similar, and thoroughly enjoyed it. And I reminded I want to get back to that series. And I could throw in some shuffling and 3 card readings to help me compare my decks. Um, it's just a good practice. I've seen some people talking about potentially using this to cull their collection, or to many people reminding themselves like of their unused decks and trying to see like where they might have some use. I also reminded many years ago did 2 videos, I think, in a series playlist, about trying out spreads, and never got back to it because I wasn't sure how to do that. But yeah, I think a third video will be coming out with regards to that, because I've got at least 2 spreads that I've not really used much in the past, and I've got some experience with both Tarot and Oracle with them, and want to talk about that. So, in general, I'm very happy with how this challenge went. There were times where it felt like an arrow to a heart when certain decks lost, and others where I felt like maybe I'm over influencing this, but I think I was overthinking it. Um, at one point, my dad was kind of arguing with me about the bracket because he's like, "No, you set it up wrong." This is a man who himself, without my asking, told me and my mother, his wife, that he doesn't watch NCAA March Madness anymore. So yeah, but he proceeded to school me on how I put together my bracket. So yes, we had some interesting family dynamic, fun times. Um, um, Another video unrelated to the challenge I watched towards the beginning of this month. I think it was Cozy Tarot, Cozy Core Tarot, Cozy Core. I forget. I'm sorry exactly how their channel is named. But they were talking about the court cards and then using keywords from oracle decks to help, you know, describe court cards. And that's another way of comparison. But yeah, so lots of creative juices flowing, and I really appreciate that. So shout out to Livy and to um, Tammy Pie and Carrie's Mystical Musing and Robin's Reflections and oh, I'm so sorry. I think it's Food and Forest or Fool and Forest, who are also doing the channel, those videos I've been watching, and Pure Red Velvet, I believe, as well. So, yeah, this was a commitment. It was difficult. It's definitely easier doing them live. So, with all of that intro and discussion and whatnot, we're down to the championship game. We have two decks left. The only two, one tarot and one oracle. We're going to take a little trip down memory lane, looking at their stats coming up to this point. If you have not voted while I'm going over their stats, you can pull up um, just minimize this video, right? Go to the mini player and you can pull up, go to my channel and go to the post tab to vote which one you think will win if you haven't yet. And if you're watching a replay, you can leave a comment to let me know who you voted for. But like I said, trip down memory lane here. Just going back through the previous three rounds. We're on round 4, championships. And here in the first round, the Sweet 16, Buffy Tarot, I noticed obviously won their round, and so did Cecil Journeys. But the Buffy Tarot consistently beat out all of its competitors in the first match, shuffle, and cardstock. And I'm, you know, no expert, but I think that it's probably not going to change here, because if we look at Cecil Journeys, it has won almost every single cardstock shuffleability match uh, in all the previous rounds to get this to this point. And you don't think that's a big deal until it gets close. In the final 4, the round 3 game against Universal Goddess Tarot, it actually lost. Um, Universal Goddess is a little Scarlet deck, and it's an older one. So, yeah. On the other hand, looking at the last 3 rounds as far as favorite cards, Cecil Journeys has been pretty consistent at only 8 cards I dislike and 40 I like. And as far as dislike goes, disclaimer, it tied here in the Elite Eight. But yeah, back to the disclaimer. I pretty much uh what is it? I wasn't thinking about it each time. I didn't look back at the numbers. On the other hand, we have Buffy, which had 66 to 12 in the first round, but 68 we went up So 68-10 in the second round, but in the third round, only 56-22. But then again, it was up against the first ranked Moonology, and I went harder on this deck. I do believe I went harder on the Sea Soul Journeys. And then if we're talking about the last round, the times where they had to go up against each other in 3-card reading, Buffy won. I'm very confused what happened here. Sea Soul Journeys won. They both won their 3-card readings. Buffy swept in the second round, while Sea Soul Journeys kept tying against the Money Magic Manifestation cards in the second round. And in the third round, Buffy won, and Sea Soul Journeys also once again had a tie, only to win for the tiebreaker card backs. So with stats like that, it can influence you. We're gonna go ahead and change things up just a little bit. Obviously, we're in the fourth and final round with the championships, but we will. That means we'll have a new 3-card reading if we get to that point. However, shuffleability will stay the same. However, I'm considering changing up how we pick the fave cards. Now, this is partially from watching, well, this is mainly from watching one of the other people who were playing their own versions with their own decks. I think it was Carrie's Mystical Music who was picking literally only her favorite cards. So not like the ones she liked the most, but like just the favorite ones in that deck. And however many that is who wins. Of course, I would still have be going by percentages because Buffy has 78 cards and Sea Soul Journeys only has 48. What do I want to say here? Another option was what Robin's Reflections did is she just rolled the die and picked a suit to compare cards in. And I like that idea only because the Sea Soul Journeys cards has 4 suits. So I could technically do that. But something about that was bothering me. So I think I will just go with my favorite cards. And since we're live, you'll get to see me pick them on screen, but we will not take as long as yesterday morning, which was a lot. So I'm going to put this to the side. We'll start out with shuffleability. And of course, deck number 1 is the Buffy Tarot. Who do you think will win? It's currently in order. Like I said, I was considering comparing suits, but let that percolate. This still feels like butter. Like, I don't even really think this deck was stiff when it came out the box. I have a walkthrough, by the way, if you would like to see that, if you haven't. It just does so nicely. Overhand. And I think it was Tammy Pie who was showing us the fanning. I think it fans nicely, but it does get a little chunky. And I will say, if like you want to use this deck for, say, manifesting or tarot magic, spell work, that kind of thing, going through the cards or finding specific cards, it's a little bit difficult because they don't always like to separate. They're not stuck to each other exactly, It's just so it's not the perfect shuffler, but it is really, really good. Or I should say it's not the perfect cardstock, but it is really, really good. Like, I noticed that no deck, I forgot all about my banners that I spent so much time on. Uh, no deck that had gilding made it to this far. They didn't even make it to the semi-final or the final four. Um, yeah, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Okay, now we're on to the Sea Soul Journeys Tarot. I mean Oracle. So these are slightly bigger and slightly wider, so you can see there. Um, and like I mentioned in the past, that makes them at the edge of my comfortability zone as far as height, but they do shuffle okay. It's a little clunky comparatively, but this is also newer than the Buffy tarot to my collection, and I have not up until this challenge I have not shuffled it as much. I think the cards are slightly thinner. Let's see if I can tell. I think so. There's something about this cardstock that has a cushion that makes it feel buttery. So yeah, overhand is nice, not glossy. So we have the fan. Oh, I should put this up here so I have a space to fan it out. Tammy Pie does. That looks beautiful. Um, yeah, I think that's slightly smoother than the Buffy tarot, but yeah, it's just too thin. Like, see, Buffy is thicker because it has more cards, and so that makes it a little harder to hold. But this just feels less soft. I'm gonna have to give it to the Buffy tarot. Um, it's just a little thin, less soft, a little thinner, and the card size. So no surprises there for me or you, I don't think. Oh, I forgot to add the boxes. Let me be 1 second, you guys. Let me just get a box here. Maybe this box will work. Nope. Okay. So zoom in to select it. Copy. Apologies for not having this prepared already. I think I can make the boxes bigger. Oh dear. Undo. I wanted the whole thing to be. There we go. No, you don't have to do that. Okay, and copy and make one for the other side while we're here. Okay, so back to this. All right, so we're gonna give it to the Buffy tarot in this one, right? And I'm just gonna put an X over here for the Sea Soul Journeys. Okay, as we decided, um, the next round, the favorite cards will be the favorite cards. The ones with the most favorites will win. Um, so unlike the previous rounds, it'll be about there'll probably be less cards instead. Um, I will say it's very interesting. They're both newer to my collection, and I decks that I feel like I understand better. I didn't think about it last night, or not last night, but the night before, about which ones were easier to understand as I thought before we started. So let's move on. Um, Top left will be my favorites. Top right will be there. Right. Obviously, you've seen me do this 3 times before. Nothing crazy happening here. Okay, that's just okay. I've got a new lease on this card, new thoughts on this card thanks to Robin, and I love how she looks. I don't know about that though. I love this one. This is definitely a favorite. Um, this is almost always a favorite every deck. So yeah, no. I love Miss Calendar as the Queen of Scythe. Like that just makes so much sense. No, no. Like I like him here, but I don't. That will be put to the side. This is hmm. I'll put this aside because I don't know if I like this one or the Nine of Pentacles better. This is one of the few judgment cards I like, though. I really do love these guys. Mm, mm, These are not like dislikes, but favorites. Think about that. This one I find funny. Absolutely not. I do like this one. And I appreciate that the chalices are in the uh bar. Nah, no, no. Right. So it's not like cards versus dislike cards or like less. It's um favorites. Favorites. I just really appreciate them. They came to slay. No. I appreciate that this is kind of a non-positive version of the Three of Pentacles, but it's not my favorite. This is not my favorite either. This is definitely not my favorite or nor how dare you put these two next to each other. Um I feel like Giles is probably my favorite Hierophant of all time now. King of Sights. Maybe. No. Yeah. No. I like Buffy as the Emperor in this deck, but just by itself, no. This dude has 4 chalices. This makes so much sense. I'm gonna put it in my favorites. I always love this one. I love this Lovers and Xander as the Fool. This could have been great. I like this a lot. No. Oh wait, let me turn these face down the way I had them. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, I really feel like this should have been her and Angel, but I understand her and Faith. No, definitely not. I love this card. Okay, I'm gonna put that aside for now. I don't love the tower. Don't love it. I love this image. This is a beautiful card. So it's gonna go over there. Of course. Like, I wish there was more Drusilla, but no. Yeah, she's alright. Yeah. This is This is like true betrayal. Is it a favorite in this deck? Not gonna push it. I do like Riley. Like I like him. I don't love it. The Harmony and Dawn. No. I love Oz, but I think I like the other Oz better. No, no, no. Oh yes, yes, absolutely a favorite. I like the memory of the episode, which uh is it the same episode? No, but it's a similar. I'm gonna put that to the side. No. Yes. Definitely not. The aces, yes. No, no. Okay, let's look at these guys. This is before I get into those. So Anya is in this deck 3 times. Right? This is her in her demon form. This is her judging us all at the magic box. And this is her making money at the magic box. I believe that's her making money at the magic box. Which is the best depiction? I think this is a good card. I don't know that it's a favorite though. These two, I would have said the Judgment because for a long time I wasn't realizing what was happening here. But like, which? I think I'm gonna go with this just because it has one red. I'm keeping it real. Uh, these guys, I think these two. Mm, no, the Hangman. I don't know that I like him as the Hangman, but I like this card. And I mean, is it a favorite though? I might go through these again. Let me know if you have this deck and if you have a favorite card from this deck. What is it? Is this a favorite though? I think so because I feel like I really understand the King of Sides with the mayor representing him. I just like the way this looks. Let me keep it real. I like the way this looks. This is perfect. This is perfect. This is definitely a favorite. Um, a favorite, a favorite, a favorite. This is, yeah, a favorite, a favorite. This is really a favorite. Yeah. I don't know if I need to differentiate like what's a favorite between a favorite and what I think is like great. No. Yes. 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 Of course. Yes. Okay. Let me just look at these first ones again. Is this a favorite? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So for the Buffy Tarot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 favorite cards. Um, let's write that down real quick. 19. Okay, and then we've got the Sea Soul Journeys. Like I said, I will be doing percentages because these cards have two different amounts. I mean, these decks have two different amounts of cards in them. That's only fair. Okay, so again, favorites, not my favorite. Okay, Reveal. May openness lead you to connection. Yeah. Present makes sense. I'm gonna put that in maybe. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Oh my God. Anything with the sunset in it. This is really hard because I love all the images in this deck. Um, it's all right. Oh hell yes. No, because of the words. No, no. This brings memories. No, no. It's not a favorite though. Yes, I love that. I love. Nah. I like. I favorite the ones that are more color dynamic color wise. Most of the time anyway. Okay, let me look at these two real quick. Yikes. You oh wait, I did that and I had the wrong banner up. Okay, we're the Cecil Journey Oracle. That's what I've been using. Um, yeah, new to me Oracle. It was ranked in 8th place, so it'd be a huge upset, but it is a gorgeous deck. I think this one not, and this one yes. So I'm gonna go through these again, like I did with the Buffy Tarot. Um, this is a lot, and since we have less cards and we're doing this by percentage, let me not think ahead. Don't think ahead. Considering with the words and the things, this is part of the reason why I did this in the previous round of like really considering the images with the words and the key phrases. These phrases are mantras or blessings. So, mm, I'm back to this joy. I feel like this expresses that was backwards. Yes, I feel like this expresses that. Definitely. Yes. 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 No. I'm looking at that phrase there, and it's in there. You start as if you've already begun. I can see that. Woo! Yes. 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 Hmm. This is a stretch, but I do love it. Yes. Haha, stretch. I do love this card though. Reflect, yes. Soothe, though I feel soothe, may you settle gently in this weight. Reveal, yes. Okay, so let me look at these two again. These are really pushing it. So for the Cecil Journey Oracle, let's see how many are my favorite cards in this deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Oh my God. It's like 19 again. Um, I have 19 exactly favorite cards for both decks. I'm gonna write that down. And now I have to do some math, uh, some fifth grade math here. I don't know why this isn't loading, so we're just gonna ignore it and go to the calculator. Woo, woohoo! I don't know. All right, so I have to do this twice. If you think about it in fractions, it's 19 out of 78 and 19 out of 48. I'm acting like this is the last thing, but yeah. So where's my focus? There you are. And then you do the cost multiply. So out of 100%, 19 times 100 equals, yes, divided by 78 equals 24%. 24, I like 24%. My favorite, I have 24% of the Buffy Tarot are my favorite cards. Okay, 19 times 100 again, divided by 48, 39.5. 40% of the Sea Soul Journeys Oracle are my favorites. And with that, the Sea Soul Journeys Oracle wins this round. So we're going into the sudden death. Um, as Sea Soul Journeys won this, let me just put 40% here. And do something on the other side because, woo, what was it? I forgot already what the percentage was. That's why I like having it 24%. That's not bad. It's not bad at all. Okay, so we're back at it for the 3-card reading. And wow, uh, for some reason, I thought it would make it to this point. And then I saw, actually, like, paid attention to what I was doing. Okay, so I just need to shuffle these before we're done. Okay, so this 3-card reading I actually got, it's not going to be a 3-card reading. I forgot just that quickly. I got it from the Buffy Tarot booklet. Now, there is a nice to meet you spread, and it's basically a deck interview, and I thought that was great. Oh, I have one, but it's 8 cards. I thought, you know what, 4 cards is fine for one match. Okay, we've got what are this deck's strengths? What types of readings will be most effective with this deck? What types of questions might this deck have difficulties with? How can I get the most out of my relationship with tarot in general and this deck in particular? So, for the first round, I used a reading from the Afro Goddess Tarot Arcanas. For the second round, I used a 3-card reading that I had. I think it was from Biddy Tarot's 3-card reading page. For the last round, I used a reading from the Moonology Oracle. I really like the idea of using a reading from the decks that are in the challenge. I just couldn't find one for the second round that fit. So, tis what it is. All right. For our final round, because of course we made it this far, let's ask the questions that need to be answered. Okay. What are this deck's strengths? Buffy Tarot, what are your strengths? Five of stakes. Oh, um, difficulties. Fighting. Maybe even fighting inner demons. What type of readings will be most effective with this deck? Or actually, strengths is, breaking shit up is what its strengths are. Fighting. Okay. What type of readings will be most effective with this deck? Making choices, making decision making, which we saw a bit of in the first round with that reading. Okay. Oh, what types of questions might this deck have difficulties with? Um, what types of questions might this deck have difficulties with? Mm, mm, mm. Queen of Stakes. Ooh, being direct. Uh, huh. Speaking out. That's interesting because fighting is your strength. And how can I get the most out of my relationship with tarot in general and this deck in particular? The Empress. Oh, being nurturing. It's hilarious that it's Drusilla, but I do love Drusilla. Maybe even devious. To get what I want. Yeah. Okay, so that some food for thought there. Let's see. Because y'all know I'm not the best with the what do you call it? Court cards, of which in this challenge I've had so many. Oh wait, stakes. I'm supposed to be in stakes, not. Kennedy's a queen who always gets her way. She's confident, outspoken, and quick to take action. When she launches into your reading, she may indicate a strong presence coming into your life. If she represents you, get ready for a quick update. Social activity and time in the spotlight. Oh, okay. So maybe not social questions. Maybe not about being charismatic or gaining attention. That kind of thing. But okay. Because that makes more sense than uh Giants. I think it's like have conflict, being more forward, uh, dealing with conflict. And oh, I did want to check on the Empress real quick because I haven't even looked at this book as far as the Empress goes. Because I was like, that's perfect. More beautiful than the stars she's named after, the Empress fills your reading with feminine energy, creative expression, and connection to the natural world. Generosity and purity of the Empress. When she was a human, connect with nature, grow flowers, care for others. Yes. Okay. I mean, appreciate it. I feel like that's like keep doing what you're doing. I forgot about that. But the flowers are here. Okay, so let's move these guys up. I feel like that was pretty straightforward. I was a little bit confused about the Queen of Stakes, but the guidebook helped the girl out. Okay, so See, soul journeys. I don't know why I put this away because I still need to remember the question. Hold up. We are almost done. We are minutes away from finding out who the winner is. Yeah, yeah. Let's move these up some more. We can afford to do that. I just want to make sure we stay on camera. For the Sea Soul Journeys Oracle. Okay. What are this deck's strengths? Be very, very fascinating. Curious. May you open and explore. Okay. I was not expecting that. Let me move you over some. Okay. What types of readings will be most effective with this deck? Types of readings will be most effective with this deck. Release. May you lay down your burdens. Oh, okay. I hear you. Hey, what types of questions might this deck have difficulties with? Space. May your heart and scope expand. Once again, this is the card I'm like, what? This is not helping me. How can I get the most of my relationship with tarot in general and this deck in particular? Powerful. Ooh, may you be as potent as the ocean. Oh, mm, same thing. Same thing. Okay. What does this mean? I was good until the space card. All right, so curiosity is an interesting thought process as far as its strengths as a deck. Um, being open to explore, as I said. Um, I can see that. Trying all kinds of readings and things like that. What types of readings will be most effective with this deck? Release, laying down my burdens, relaxing, meditation, chilling, which makes sense because like letting out my emotions essentially. Um, Again, this makes sense because that's kind of how I see the ocean in general. Um, like when I go to it, it's like, let's play, let's explore, let's relax, it's not a lot. There's a trust. And what types of questions might this deck have difficulties with? Space. May your heart and scope expand. Maybe expansive questions. I open-ended questions and like it doesn't feel real, intangible. Uh, whew. And lastly, how can I get the most out of my relationship with tarot in general and the deck in particular? Be potent as the ocean. I don't know about that one, but let's see because these are all. It's interesting. These are in only two suits. I don't. I don't remember. Where is curious? I know it's not in this one. There's not a lot in this one, but here we go. The sea is renewed in every moment, inviting fresh exploration, maybe revel. I discover myself in the world with fresh, okay. And then we've got release. As I surrender, I am lifted. Yes. Space. Uh ooh, I am as spacious as the ocean. Yeah, no. The open sea extends to a vast horizon, a view that offers infinite spaciousness, a blank canvas beyond, above, and below. Between here and the skyline, your scope can widen. May you clear your mind when you have ample time. May you broaden your perspective. That's not helping me. And last but not least, with powerful, which I appreciate, but I'm also like, hmm. I hold the power of the ocean within me. The power of the sea is immense and potent. It can devastate and reshape the world in its path. It can hold miracles, tend to the tiniest of life forms. The sea has the power to nurture and to destroy. I mean, that's very similar to the Empress, but not the same. I don't understand how that pertains to how to get the most out of my relationship with tarot and this deck in particular. Like, be powerful? What is that? Know my own power, maybe. Maybe allow your gift to be seen. Know my own strengths and power. Move. No, I do. No, that's the deck strengths. This is still a little clunky, and I have no clue, even really after looking at the guidebook. So, you guys, I think it's clear we have a winner. Um, it's really close, like really close, but I can't believe they both got 19 cards. But the winner of my Tarot March Madness 2025, I keep saying that like I'm gonna do another one. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Is the Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Let's have a round of applause if you are still here. I don't have like a special thing. Oh, I never showed this. But let's play some rock. Okay, that was very appropriate for Buffy, I think, as well. Shout out to the second place winner, Cecil's Journey's Oracle. It put up a good fight in every match, including every game, every round, and including this one. Like this, very close, very close. And that definitely shows me the versatility of this Oracle deck that can come up against a tarot. And match it almost completely. I do wonder how these might pair together. Um, so yeah, thank you guys for watching. Oh, my bad. I clicked that by accident. Guys, like this video if you liked it. Subscribe if you are new. Hit the notification bell so you know when the next video is coming. Woo! Woo! I thought I might have one up today, but I did not. I had a unique opportunity, and so I took it instead of working on a video. That being said, maybe tomorrow. And yeah, there will be more videos to come. Not Tarot March Madness. So yeah, as far as live streams, I'll be back on Tuesday with my usual Journal with Me lives, and next Saturday morning with the usual Study with Me. Tarot March Madness is now over. I'm sure you all are very, very happy to hear that. Um, Links in the description to everyone I've mentioned, all the other channels. If you haven't watched them, go check it out. It's a fun time, and it's not a heavy lift as far as paying attention. It's really cool to hear how other people think about their decks and what they like and dislike, and what makes a difference in which one wins or not. And it's not really deep. This was a fun thing. And once again, thank you to Livy for creating this. And yeah, guys, as always, thank you so, so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye. Before we go, I should play the outro.